Hey guys, thanks for coming to listen to chapter 33 with me. Again, thank you so much for getting this far. Let's go for it. Chapter 33 is called Play the Game. So let's start. Fuck. I cut my finger. Are you okay? River. I'm draining. I looked at him in shock. She's beautiful. So this is her going into the past. It's italicized here. I looked up at River and he licked my wound. I fell back. She's picturesque, my love. Her body's so beautiful, but I shouldn't be in this memory. I never forgot it. I'm not the memory. I'm watching it. I was back with a coat on. River, what's going on? He looked at me in fear. He knew I should have never been draining. I fell back. I was on the floor rearranging her guts. I was spelling something. Play. I looked up at myself as I watched blood crawling up my arms and lathering the dress I wore that night. And I looked up at myself and smiled. I fell back into the car. I looked up at the cut on my finger. It already healed. And I looked at my jeans, blood covering them. River? I looked at my finger, then I looked at him. I'm okay. We have to go to the doctor anyways. We drove up to the doctor's house and we walked to the door. And it opened before we knocked. The entire house was empty with nothing besides a white couch that camouflaged with the now white walls. You are my last. I couldn't believe his words. Is this for real? Are we gonna die? Sit down. He looked around the room. Sit down. His voice was raspy and annoyed in the blatantly simple room. We sat down against the wall. Hold hands, close your eyes, and don't get up. So I'm also going to go to chapter 34. So chapter 34 is called Switch. He put something between my lips and it dissolved. I felt it seeping into me like cold air. Don't talk. It traveled through my fingers and I felt it disappear. And then I felt something hot travel in the same direction. It reached my lips and I gasped for air. River gasped at the exact same time. We sat there, our eyes closed. Get out. We got up and looked at him. Out. He closed the door behind us, and once the door was shut, we heard a crash that made the ground tremble. We opened the door and it looked like an abandoned building. The walls no longer white but brown, and no longer one couch but several pieces of decaying furniture. River closed the door. I looked at him. What's going on? He shrugged. I held his hand, and he let go. I looked in his eyes. He was afraid. But he would never tell me. He broke eye contact with me. Come with me. And he walked to the car leading the way. He went in the car and started the ignition with caution, as if it would blow up. He seemed so distant from me, leaving me. I said nothing. What are you thinking? His voice held a tone that danced in the silence. Just that something is wrong. The light turned red and he looked at me. I saw dread in his eyes. We just need to get away from everything. We kept driving north towards the White Hills. We drove up to a thick forest after a 2-hour drive and too many silences. So that's chapter 33 and 34. So again, kind of bringing up what I said in the last video. Aelin took something cold again. She's the cold side and everything like that, and it switched over to River, and she got what River had, which was the heat. So again, like I said, there's some kind of like rebalancing that needs to go on, and kind of again like the concept of being punished. There is this like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be forever, but it's punishment to an extent. Again, just speaking about, say, parents punishing you as a child, it's kind of just discomfort for a short period of time. So this whole portion is just about discomfort. Like, everything's unsettling, nothing feels right, they don't really understand what's going on, they like feel heavy, it's all about like kind of encompassing that and taking that into like account and stuff like that. So again, and the concept of play this game, because at the end of the day it's just a game. Like, you're playing your parents' game. Like, did you really do something that horrible? Did they really need to put you through all this stress, like, to teach you a lesson or whatever, you know? So it's a lot like that. So I guess that kind of gives it away that no, River's not going to die or anything like that. It's just again, stress, a little bit of pressure that's being put on them because of what they did. So also there was a line in chapter 31 actually, where she says, I can tell you your fate. And I said, it's not fate, she's not an oracle, just think of something cool. I hate movie oracles anyways, so I was kind of thinking of Matrix. Just that oracles don't really get the point across or something. They're always like telling you the truth, but like you're already gonna be there. I kind of thought of Matrix and 300. But yeah, I had put that down, so I just wanted to say that. And I said the entire house was empty with nothing besides a white couch that camouflaged. And I said it reminds me of Animorphs. I don't know if you guys know that book or whatever, but it would be like a tiger, and then it goes down and becomes like a human, or vice versa, human, and then it's like weirdly tiger. I don't know why, but I think it was just the word camouflage. So yeah, she goes back into the whole concept of her draining right now. As she goes back into it, and just it's her giving herself a message, or perhaps even Lydia giving her a message to kind of say like, girl, just chill, just play the game, but like at the end of the day, this is kind of where you guys messed up. And I liked it that I said her body's so beautiful, but I shouldn't be in this memory, I never forgot it. So I thought that was funny, because she goes on to say that like, I did really admire this woman, she was very beautiful. I don't really have any more notes for it, but again, like I said, it's just about being punished and going through that from doing something that you shouldn't have done, or you knew in your heart wasn't right. Because like I said, there was no reason for them to kill somebody because they were vain, or because they thought they were beautiful or something, especially if they think that person is beautiful too. But I guess modesty or something. And it was fun to swear at the beginning of the video. So yeah, we'll go to the next one. I do have some pictures, so I'll just show you guys quickly. I do like this eye makeup. Yeah, I just like those colors, the purple and the gold. I'm not really sure what I like about here, but perhaps her hairstyle, I kind of like that swoosh. These hairstyles are neat too. Rihanna and everyone looks dope. And then here was kind of like a winter outfit. Maybe perhaps going towards the tree, or just going up north and things like that. So I really like that outfit. There's this here behind it. It's okay. It's not that grand. It's not that bad. Whatever. So yeah, those are the pictures for here. So I'll go on to read chapter 35, and yeah, I might close up today's readings, or maybe not. I'm on a roll, so we'll see.